Now, this is just my opinion, and you can even have your own as well. But my opinion is that the Los Angeles Rams should be awarded the surprise team of 2017. The reason why I say that is because the Rams, not even a year and a half ago, were the laughingstock of the National Football League. In fact, if it wasn't for the Cleveland Browns, the Rams would have been the complete laughingstock. The Rams fired Jeff Fish in the middle of the 2016 season, and they hired Sean McVay. A lot of people were a little bit skeptical because Sean McVay, the youngest head coach in the NFL, only 32 years of age, he coached the Rams to an 11-5 season. Todd Gurley was an MVP candidate. Jared Goff looked like a much better quarterback than he did in his rookie season. So the Rams, they're one of the most exciting teams to look forward to in the future. Todd Gurley, I don't even think Todd Gurley has hit his prime yet. Jared Goff is only going to get better under Sean McVay's system. So as you can see on this draft behind me, I see the Rams as their top priority being an offensive lineman. In fact, offensive line has been a top priority for a lot of teams that we've done this draft board series on. We've talked about offensive linemen with the Bengals. We've talked about it with the Colts. We've talked about the 49ers. We've talked about it with so many different teams. It's almost like impromptu to go with offensive linemen in the first round at this point. Because there are so many offensive linemen that are going to be available in this first round. In fact, it wouldn't surprise if we saw a lot of teams go offensive line in the first round. It would not. An offensive line, it would help build better protection for Jared Goff. It would build better holes in the running game for Todd Gurley. But the second most important thing, let's address the second and third biggest things right here, right now. An outside linebacker, considering Connor Barwin is an impending free agent, and a cornerback because Trumaine Johnson is an impending free agent. Unless they can re-sign both these guys, I could see one of them being the alternate for pick number 23. Because the Rams are a young team. They got a young quarterback in Jared Goff, young wide receivers, Cooper Kupp and Farrell Cooper. They got a running back that's not even close to hitting his prime in Todd Gurley. So the Rams are a team that's going to be exciting for years to come. In fact, I think the Rams, with this 23rd pick, they can utilize it to get a position player that can help them get over that hump, maybe get to the next obstacle, and getting to the divisional round. That's the goal for the Rams, to find a position player that can get you to that next step. That's going to be the theme for a lot of these playoff teams. Get a position that can help you get to that next step, that next obstacle of becoming a Super Bowl champion. Get a position player that can get that next step going. And an offensive lineman could help get that next step going because it can build extra protection for Jared Goff. An outside linebacker in case they don't re-sign Connor Barwin or Trumaine Johnson. Although if I were them, I'd want to stay on the Rams because the Rams are an exciting team moving forward. But if they can't re-sign one of them, or even can't re-sign both of them, or they don't re-sign either one of them, or if they re-sign both of them, then that pick should be offensive lineman. So in review, the theme for teams that have made the playoffs, grab a position player in this first round that can help you get to that next hump, the next obstacle, if you will. So the pick here for the Rams could be offensive lineman. That would be ideal, but the cornerback would be a little bit too tasty of a thing to pass up in this first round. Or maybe go with an outside linebacker, maybe an Arden Key if he's still available. Because Arden Key may have played defensive end at LSU, but he's also able to be utilized in a linebacker position. So we'll see what the Rams do, but an ideal thing could be offensive lineman or even a cornerback. To tell you the truth, either one of these selections is ideal for the Rams to get them to that next step, get them to that next obstacle of maybe getting to the divisional round, maybe winning a playoff game. So either one of those positions is ideal for the Rams moving forward.